Hello. So quick life update. Um, yeah, it's a follow-up to a previous video. I might link it in the description, but yeah, just update on my life. Most importantly, or what I'll be focusing on is like the project or the 2021 era. And in my head, I call it Project 2021. So I won't be titling it like that or saying it around that much because there's similar projects to that name, which I'm not going to associate myself with because I have no opinions on those other said projects. But yeah, for Project 2021, basically reemphasize the main goal is to like simulate or put myself in 2021 shape, or what I did in summer 2021 when I was doing like 25 hours of cardio a week, mostly just running and exercise bike. Like I remember doing like two-hour bike rides indoor per day, and then along with the usual run, etc. This time it's a bit different, kicking it up a notch, doing pool swimming, other cardio machines, which I think it's fine. I'm exercising a bit more than I did before, even though like 2-hour bike rides are now like split with like 1 hour elliptical, 1 hour bike ride. Yeah, did some outdoor biking, though there's a lot of problems with that. Yeah, won't make the video too long, just updated training log on the Strava website. Usually I use other interfaces, but this one's the most easiest for the least amount of editing. Don't want to edit, just a quick vlog update. So the last time I did it, I was like, yeah, I unboxed this Garmin Fenix 7X Sapphire Solar. And the only way I'll keep using it is if I do at least 25 hours of cardio each week, which I've been doing for the last 3 weeks. So yeah, I'll start it on this week. I did a bunch of running and like exercise biking, bit of swimming. Yeah, a lot of workouts on some of these days, like up to like 5 workouts, which I don't know, some back to back, of course. Yeah, just indoor cycling because there's just been lazy with the bikes. Not too much, but yeah, the last couple of weeks I've been like 3 swims a week, which is pretty good. Of course, all of this is low intensity. I'm not planning to like become a good swimmer, improve my running, improve my biking, because they're all zone 1, zone 2. Like if you really want to improve, you do more intense stuff, but I'm doing the project, and what I did in 2021 was all pretty easy, minus the running. Like I run so slow now. Like I don't like to look back at during the pandemic, because like I ran like so much faster, and even during back then when I was doing like 25 hours a week, hate to repeat that, but I was doing more quality runs than I am now. Now I'm still doing like once a week track workouts ish, but it's yeah, I just don't have my legs just don't have speed anymore to do those things. Maybe because I just run too much, or maybe it's just deterioration. I don't know. But yeah, last week was 30 hours, the most 30 and a half hours, the most I've ever exercised in a week, which is pretty good, but I don't want to hit anything close to it ever again. Yeah, sorry for rambling, but the main reason is that I don't want to like train for any super extreme stuff, but if I keep putting like 30 hours a week, especially last week, like over like 100 miles of running, something I tried, hopefully I won't do, because if I keep doing 100-mile weeks, then mentally it's like, okay, I'm training as much as what a lot of ultra marathoners do, since all my runs are slow, some on trails, etc. Why not I sign up for the XYZ ultra marathon in the summer, in the fall, next year? And I don't want to do that. My main goal is just to exercise a lot, not to prep myself for anything like something I'm not a fan of, which is ultra marathons. But because like in the future, maybe like 10 years from now, I'm like, whoa, I did 30 hours a week, and I'm like, I never do it again. Kind of like when I'm feeling, kind of what I'm doing right now. The like a future version sees this version be like super hardcore with 30 hours a week, like how I'm feeling with back then during the pandemic, 25 hours a week in 2021. And if I'm like that in like 5-10 years, I put in a bunch of 30-hour weeks again, which I don't want to do. Right now is just replicating as much of 2021 as possible with a bit of additional things, improvements, such as adding swimming to it. So just adding other cardio things that could train my whole upper body as well, which is pretty cool. But so nothing too, like, don't overcook it, or else in the future I'll want to replicate it again. Because if I just do like 25 hours a week, it's fine. Just not too much running. Cut the running out, because if I do too much running, I might trick my mind into thinking, oh, what if maybe I'll do decent in this 100-mile race, or what if I'm prepped for a 100-mile race, so I'll just do it. And yeah, so that's not something I really want to do, especially in the future. I'm like, so randomly I did a 43-mile or 69-kilometer run on Saturday. That's the only time I only did one exercise during the whole project progress, I guess. That was a pretty productive one. Don't really want to recap too much, but yeah, it was just a fun adventure run. Wish I kind of wanted to get a bike session in the evening, but I just obviously just want to recover. And I had to take the bus home, which was like 30-hour commute, so 30-minute commute, so that wasted a bit. So yeah, doing a lot of Peloton, getting good sessions in. I had usually Wednesday running, because I'm in the Sleep Free training program. That's a bit more intense, and some swims I do try to add a little bit of like zone 3 intensity, I guess, because it has less impact to my body overall, and everything else is pretty simple. Like, keep my heart rate like around 120 or lower, so it's super simple. Sometimes I do get super sweaty though, because the facility, like 24-hour fitness, when I'm on the exercise bike upstairs, gets super sweaty, even though my heart rate is still pretty low. Yeah. But yeah, life is decent. Like, I shower like twice a day all the time now, like laundry. Literally have to do two big loads per week. I don't know how to make it more efficient. I've been eating a lot more, cooking less, but I'm kind of proud of myself. Like, so usually on weekends I can cook like a bigger batch or something a bit more creative, so it gives me more options and buy less food. But I've been eating out a lot, can't really deny that. In terms of running, how do I feel? My hip kind of hurts a bit. Sometimes it gets sore, like during the 43, like the long run, 7-8 hour long run I did on weekend. It felt good the whole time, but next day my hip just kind of felt weird, just like during my run in the morning, like when I lifted up. But like running, it doesn't feel uncomfortable. It's just like some other motions. But yeah, I gotta take care of it. I've been really lowering my running intensity because of that. So that's the main worry. Of course, that was a big run on the weekend, so some other parts are sore. It's just DOMs and all that kind of stuff. Been happy that I've been getting all my some more strength training in compared to usual. Yeah, that's basically how I feel right now. So in a perfect world, yeah, for the next couple of weeks, just get in like some solid 25-hour weeks. Don't run too much. It's just hard because there's so much group runs all the time. And I really, these days, I use the group runs to keep me in check. Like, if I don't go to those evening group runs, I'll spend like 2 hours in the work gym instead. If I don't do these morning group runs, I'll have like a 2-3 hour morning session instead. So it's good to do these group runs to keep myself just in check and just make sure I'm not literally exercising all day, all the time. So that's a good thing, I guess. It's cool. Yeah, it's just, I guess progress is going solid as long as my right hip gets better. It's just been bothering me the last couple of weeks. Sometimes it's good days, sometimes bad days. But yeah, it's been going good. How long is this? Oh shoot, 10 minutes, almost 8:30. I really need to sleep. Yeah, I'll be going skiing this week. Hopefully that goes well. I don't know whether to count it to my 25 hours or not. That's a gray area. I don't know, because I don't really know how to ski too much, so I can't really utilize the full cardiovascular stuff. But we'll see. Maybe I'll just count it in, Mickey Mouse it. Yeah. Yeah, it's just, it'll be over soon. The project will be over soon because Boston Marathon, etc. But until then, yeah, I'll be putting in lots of cardio. and I just feel really bad that I'm not really improving in anything. I guess it's just improving my mental capabilities of just getting up and just exercising. But I know it's not going to improve much, like just doing like zone 1, zone 2 the whole time. Like no intent, especially for biking, like no intensity, it's not going to do it much. But yeah, so basically what I did all of 2021 summer, just easy bike, heart rate 110-ish, 120-ish. Um, yeah, hopefully I can be more consistent with chores like cleaning and stuff, because yeah, I've just been really inconsistent with that, as well as some other things in life. But been going good, and I think it can get better. Just gotta keep fighting, and really, yeah, yeah, it'll be. It's going good. But hopefully I won't have to do this again, because like 25, 30 hours a week. Oh yeah, one last thing. Yeah, because of that 8 hour, I didn't really anticipate doing that long run. It was like running to like a mountain trailhead thingy, doing a trail run with friends, and doing another trail run. Shout out to Lauren and everyone else, and then running to TNT for the first time, and then taking the bus back. Yeah, so I didn't really anticipate doing that until like for Thursday, Friday-ish. Like Friday, like before waking up, like literally waking up at like 4:30-ish, or like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be raining tomorrow. I don't want to do it. And that's exactly what it's like. Exactly, that's like perfect, because something, as I mentioned before, like I got to get out of my comfort zone. And as soon as I thought of that, it's like I have to do that run tomorrow now. I anticipate doing super long stuff. Like I have to do it because my mind is telling me I shouldn't. It was saying it's gonna be raining, pouring the whole time. It's saying, etc., etc. It's gonna be hard, because I don't like to do trail runs, and that has, it's like 5,000 feet of vert planned, and it's like getting my foot out the door and just doing it, even though I shouldn't be, or like even though my mind is just mentally, I was like, no, I cannot do that on Saturday morning. It's like impossible, but I did, and I don't know if it's good or not, but it didn't really rain much at all until the very, very end, which I just changed my clothes. But during the run portion, like it wasn't raining as hard as I wanted to get the full mental stress out of it. But overall, I'm still happy that I just did it, because, yeah, going into it, I didn't know if it was possible to run all that and complete it, but I ended up doing it. So that's pretty good. Pretty good. Like, I like doing things that I don't know if I'll complete, because otherwise it'll be pretty boring knowing I can do it. So yeah. Oh well, gotta sleep now, but just quick update on my thoughts of like the current last couple weeks. Yeah, signed up for things next month. 2 half marathons.